Story topping national headlines. President Biden vowing to respond after 3 American soldiers were killed in a drone attack at a U.S. base in Jordan. The White House says it believes Iranian-backed militant groups are to blame. NBC's Bree Jackson now on Capitol Hill with the latest.
Some U.S. lawmakers are pressing President Biden to take decisive action against Iran for backing the militia that launched the deadly drone strike. 3 American soldiers killed and at least 24 injured in a drone strike in Jordan. President Biden calling for a moment of silence during a campaign stop in South Carolina.
We lost 3 brave souls in an attack on one of our bases.
While the facts are still being gathered, in a statement, the president says the attacks were carried out by radical Iran-backed militia groups operating in Syria and Iraq. Lawmakers agree.
It's clear, according to what the White House is telling us, that this was instigated by radical extremists funded by Iran.
This attack marks the first time U.S. service members in the Middle East were killed in the months of strikes since the Israel-Hamas war began, and is seen as a dangerous escalation.
These are drones that are packed with explosives and then detonate upon impact. But to have that type of the number of casualties suggests that it was a fairly sizable one.
The White House says the U.S. will hold those responsible to account at a time and in a manner of our choosing. There's also pressure on the administration to take decisive action against Iran for backing the militia behind the deadly drone strike.
I think the Biden administration now is going to have to rethink the general strategy. Deterrence is not working.
President Biden vows to take action.
He said we'll respond. We absolutely will. We'll do it at a time and in a manner of our choosing.
A sentiment echoed by defense officials who say attacks on American forces will not be tolerated. And since the onset of the Israel-Hamas war, militant groups have targeted U.S. forces in the Middle East with more than 160 attacks against bases with American troops. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.